never realised how desperately my home was lacking in artisan candles and those mug jars with candy striped straws until Instagram came into my life. This is a video for me, but it's also a video for a friend of mine. You'll probably think it's twee and will argue there's some reason it doesn't really apply to you, but I think it does. A bit. When you're an anxious and depressed individual like myself, or just generally feeling more low than high, social media can sometimes be a bad thing to be surrounded by. Whether it's face something, Twitterous, what snap, or just an unending series of verbs that have an R glued to the end. Maybe it's YouTube and videos like this very one. Without meaning to, all these platforms can conspire together to make you feel pretty shit about yourself. Across them all, you probably connect with a lot of people. How many do you follow? Are you subscribed to? Are you friends with? Hundreds? Thousands? It's in these arenas that people share. Often their successes, layered over with camera tricks and filters, puffed into prose purple and liberally scattered with fawning emojis. Now, even if every person only shares a success once a month, or once every 6, or once a year, there's enough people out there for it to feel a torrent. You are constantly drenched in an unending harry of other people's happiness, and every day there is always someone out there to compare yourself to and to come up poorly against. Oh, look at them, they've posted a picture of a teacup at sunset. They must inevitably be feeling great about themselves and doing so much better at life than I ever could. When I go through an entire month lacking the energy and too full of self-hatred to dare film myself, my subscription box taunts me. Look at these 1,000 people who've uploaded something today. Doesn't matter what it is, they've uploaded something. You, having not uploaded something today or yesterday or for whatever ridiculously long last stretch of unending time, are unarguably a terrible failure compared to them. I wake most mornings and roll over and check my phone for the time and to batter at the alarm that's meowling at me to retreat from the warm cossetings of dream. And then, of course, I check my feeds. Facebook, Twitter, alerts and notifications. From my very waking moment, that's it, I'm slap bang back in the middle of the lives of everyone I know. Scratch that. Back in the middle of the lives of way more people than the people I actually know. I have some people I follow who are amazingly skilled at makeup. They post pictures every day of the fantastical creations they have wrought across their faces. Most people I follow, however, do not have these skills and do not post thus. I have some people I follow who have championed the written word, the writing world, have achieved a book deal, sold 7 mil, won an award or 12, but most not. Some people are getting married, others have children, are buying a home or travelling the world and back. Most not. Everyone has their own singular skills, but if you actually think about it, no one has all these skills. No one is doing well at everything. And yet, when I'm low, I berate myself for not somehow being the Frankenstein's monster of all social, financial, and familial achievement, some svelte beast sewn together from the very best parts of all my friends' lives. The thing is, you lack perspective when you feel like this, when you're surrounded in a whirlpool of others' successes. Here's the bit where you'll disagree with me. People think this about you too. It's only when you say to others outside of yourself that you feel like a miserable smudge on the crook of the world compared to them and her and everyone else, that they turn to you in shock and ask what the bloody hell you're talking about. They want your job, your hair, your ability to craft a joke or a macrame handbag. Qualities you didn't even know were enviable are suddenly heaped upon you, sometimes the very opposite of what you were envying in others. I wish I had your independence. I know your job doesn't have the creative outlet you eventually want, but you've no idea how much mine keeps me up at night worrying about the rent I can't afford to pay. No one, not even you, has been denigrated by all of society as the failure that you sometimes think you are. You are, by definition, too close to yourself. Of course, what you see every day has become mundane, but take a slice of it, present it to the world, and that unfamiliarity allows it to gleam. Do what you can, what you love. Do strive to achieve those goals, but don't berate yourself for not instantly achieving everything everyone around you seems to have already done so effortlessly. Because the social media web is a lie. It is the pepperings of the very best bits of 1,000 or more people's achievements, which only seem accomplished and secure because they are legion. And under about 6 layers of Juno filter anyway. So it all boils down to this. You're doing okay, I promise. and I'm relying on you to assure me of that back. You've done some excellent things, some astounding things, even if you forget them sometimes and they all seem to get lost in the machine. No one draws up well against the entire world. Everyone has highs and lows, and it's not fair to compare your moments as a flickering mess to someone else's as a glittering guilt monument. Think what you'd say to a friend who did that. That's what I did. I realised how undeservingly cruel we are to ourselves alone. We're us, so we see the banality of it all. Outside, all you get is the magic of a single, highly narrativized instant. Of course they look different.